The Letter of the Law, a Pride and Prejudice variation, written by J. Dawn King, narrated by Stevie Zimmerman. Chapter 1. How in the world could either of us forget something this important to Georgiana's future? Colonel Richard Fitzwilliam paced from one end of Darcy's study to the other. His hands were fisted, and his stride was almost a stomp. She will be 16 years old on the 11th of November, which gives us over a month for one of us to find a bride, court her, and marry her. 33.5 days. Fitzwilliam Darcy watched his cousin from his perch behind his desk. He was equally as disappointed with himself, although, as was his usual wont, he kept negative emotions tucked away behind his stoic exterior. 1 month, Rich, no more. The summons from Mr. Samuel Haggerston, the family's long-time solicitor, had been a shock. The reminder of the codicil in his father's last will and testament had jarred him from head to toe. If neither Darcy nor Richard were wed by the 16th anniversary of her birth, Georgiana's guardianship would automatically be transferred to their aunt, Lady Catherine de Bourgh, an entirely horrifying thought. "Why would your father have done something like this, William?" The colonel ran his hands through his hair. "His confidence in our abilities to care for his youngest child was unquestionable. He knew the sort of men we would become. My commission had been purchased, and you had received a lifetime of training to become the master of Pemberley. You have a sterling reputation for protecting the Darcy name and assets. What could have possibly motivated him to add this to his final testament? And how could we both have forgotten about this?" Georgiana was still in her 10th year. Darcy cupped his hand over his mouth as he pondered his error. The date of her becoming 16 seemed distant then. I put the codicil out of my mind to deal with at a later time. How could 5 years have passed so quickly? No answer was needed. Both men were feeling the frustration at having been caught unawares. Regarding his father's reasoning, it had been made clear by Mr. Haggerston. Miss Georgiana Darcy would require female guidance through her presentation to the Queen and her debut season. On paper it was a sensible requirement. Both of her current guardians loathed the petty details required by female society, discussions of fashion and gossip, and the thought of endless hours of practising the moves necessary to be successful at court. He cringed at the thought, and inherently knew his cousin would do the same. Richard could navigate a battlefield, and the tenuous position of being caught in the middle between two opposing superior officers, with ease. Darcy could do the same, negotiating difficult legal contracts, and all aspects of estate management. Yet, to ready his sister for her debut, neither man felt...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?